Welcome one and all. Just about to get started. Hope you guys can join us and sit in on the GT1 greatness that's happening around the Imola circuit. Welcome everybody to the iRacing Fanatec GT Challenge here at Imola Circuit. Is round 4, and it is a beautiful sunny day here at the virtual Imola Circuit. A nice blazing hot sun beaming down on these guys as they're going around now. Hopefully you guys haven't had a good weekend, getting ready to get back to work on Monday. If some of you are dreading going back to work, then oops. I still have a voice. Yes, I do, Nathan. Yes, I do. Just about. As always, I'm joined by the venerable Craig King. Craig, how are we?
I'm doing sad. And I'll tell you why I'm doing sad. There's only 2 Fords. It's a sad day for the Fords. Obviously, they cannot take the challenge. Get it? Fanatec GT challenge. They cannot take the challenge. That is Imola. We did ILMS at Imola last week, and it was insane. So expect the same, really, in terms of everything for GT1. Because all these corners, you go Aqua Minerale, go around there at the slow corner, there's nowhere to go overtaking, the exit's overtaking, then you've got to go to the Variante Alta. Lots of chicanes, lots of tight corners, some straights you can make the moves on, but you've got to be committed, so it's going to be really interesting just to see. But yeah, 2 Fords, I'm sad.
Only 2 Fords, and who are they?
Well, it's Ethan Bass, because who else? And Derek Wolleveld. So, gonna be.
There we go. There's the Gulf Ford. There's the Gulf Ford. Ethan Bass still driving the Gulf Ford, by the way.
Good. Why not? It's looks nice. At the moment, they've finished their first laps, and it's Amrik Blom who is pole at the moment with a 1:39.093. Pretty much on the own there. He's about six, almost 7 tenths up from the next time, which is Fabian Menentri, who is a 1:39.753. So looking pretty. It's a one car field at the moment when you think about it, with Blom being that fast. But it's 2 laps you've got to take here, and coming around the corners right now as I'm watching him. He's just come around Parata into Aqua Minerale. He's taking a lot of curb on the exit Parata, but going on fast. So we will look to see what time he sets, as well as everybody else, because there are a few people that are in front of him. So look to see what they do once the tyres are warmed up and ready to go.
They do a thing here, by the way, in the GT Challenge. They don't just use the brakes, they weave on the circuit. I was watching one of them as I was loading up the information, and they were doing the cha-cha slide as they were going around the track.
So no. So yes, Nathan, we do still have a voice. As people may or may not know, we were part of the ERO's 6 hours of Silverstone yesterday, and I only did 5 hours, and Rob did the full 6, and then some.
6.5.
So 6.5. So I feel bad for him, but we do have times coming in, and Blom did improve. In fact, a lot of people improved. Blom went under the 139 into a 138.833. So a good time there. I'm just looking at the Fords as Ethan Bass comes to cross the line. Is he crossing the line? No, he's got one more lap to go. He's cutting it very tight. He's got time. He's cutting it very tight. He did not get a time in the first time. So, I mean, it's a close field at the moment for the Fords. You know, one set at a time, one hasn't. But
I think we'll look at the Fords and then it'll be like, we go back to the GT1s. The start of the show at the moment.
We'll just tell people what's happening. You know.
Well, if they have a crash, we'll at least give them the satisfaction that we'll embarrass them on stream. I mean, that's we did that for Nathan.
Yeah,
we have to
just
do that
ask Ethan about that.
Yeah, just like you called him Ethan, by the way.
Nathan, sorry. Why did I say Ethan? I don't know why.
Why did you say Ethan?
I was looking at Ethan Bass. That's why. Yeah, because Nathan was.
Now he's gonna break our legs.
Wow. Hasn't he already? Anyway, I am sorry, Nathan. I am sorry, Nathan. So, pretty sure who's out on the track still.
So we got Ethan Bass.
Andrew Ruse just comes over. And Andrew Ruse in the in the Chevy does a 139.272 and puts his car up into P2. But apart from Ethan and everybody else, there's a couple people at the back of the field. That's Delvis Tamasunas is just coming across the line very shortly. For his time, he was P27. As he crosses the line, will he improve? I can always forget where the start-finish line is, but he invalidates the lap, so that looks like everybody has crossed the line now and set a time.
Shall we go over the qualifying results then? I mean, there's not a lot of cars, so we'll be able to get through this quickly.
Well, yes, let's go. So we'll gloss over the Ford, but we'll just go straight to the GT1s. Emeric Blom with a 138.833 takes the pole. He's the only car in the 138s. In P2, we just talked about him. Andrew Ruse, a 139.272. Anthony Fromont, a 139.363 takes third. Jonathan Razanahora takes a 139.598. Stephen Walkup into P5, a 139.606. Dan Muller, a 139.618 into 6th. Jeremy Hope takes a 139.627 in 7th. Right behind Simon Vernier with a 139.637. Fabian Menentri takes a 139.753 for P9. Angelo Schutt takes a 139.826 for P10. Daniel Manzano.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah. If you want to take over, go for it.
139.936. Furtos with a 140.095. Overgaard, who at the last race did very well. 141.22. Reith Muller did a 140.130. Ferrier with a 140.337 in 15th place. In 16th place is Kevin Bellens with a 140.4347. Wheatley with a 140.462. Leslie with a 145.43. Biask with a 145.58. Modos with a 144.729 in 20th place. But Baeo with a 141.314 that secures him 21st place. Mode with a 141.360 that secures him 22nd. Oh dear. Ajalayan with a 141.376 in 23rd place. Gaioric with a 141.427. Hayes the second with a 141.14740. Garben with a 1:42.605 that secures him 26th place, and then down in 27th and 28th it is Tamazunas with a 1:42.041 and Corkney with a 1:43.674 respectively, and finally the GT2s of Ethan Bass and Rolleveld, a 1:44.939 and a 1:45.728 respectively.
As they just quickly come up, as they come down to Ravaza, there was 5 cars that did not set a time. Of course, they're all GT1 cars. Alexander Godfrey, Michael Godowski, David Hudson, Charles R. Lofton, and Tony Kinnaird, all in that order. So it's a 33-car grid as they hit the start-finish line to start this race. It's week 4 of the Fanatec GT1 Challenge, and at Blom it will be taking the gaggle of Chevys and Astons to the start-finish line they go. The green flag will wave now as we go 30 minutes to Imola, and it's Blom with an early lead as he would do. Ruse is there trying to catch up. Fromont wants to make a move. They're going 2 by 2 down to the first corner. It's looking all pretty good at the moment for Blom. It's going to be a 2 abreast, almost 3 abreast behind him. But Rude, Fromont, Razanohora takes it there, and they're still going 2 by 2 at the back there, but the top 5 all looking pretty safe at the moment in their positions. Who's that just going side by side at the moment? That looks like it's Hope there. Gets the move onto Vernier and holds it there coming through Villeneuve. So the top 10 have not changed. There's a spin! Just as I'm saying that, Hop is taken up from the back and he is out of the race. That is a lot of damage from the front after being spun. He will try and get back onto the race line, but he has to be careful. Narrow track.
You can just see it's Jeremy Hope taking off the track, just going past Villeneuve. So not a great place. Don't back up into traffic. Be careful, be careful. But he's doing fine at the moment. He's gone back on track, but he's got a lot of damage.
Yeah, quite a lot of damage there. He'll probably either get it repaired or just call it. We'll see what happens to him. So the front's pretty good. That's another curse by me, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll keep an eye on that. Vernier makes up another spot. He takes the position away from Dan Muller. That puts him into P6. So Muller's gone down into P7. Everybody else around the back really has made up a spot. Is there anybody else that's struggling at the moment? I do not see. Not many people making jumps at the moment.
Car number 7 and car number 13 are battling side by side. Angelo Schutt and the car number 13 of Fabian Menetri going down towards the... Ooh, please don't blink. He didn't. He blinked, but he's back. Ravaza 1 and Ravaza 2. They go side by side now. Still side by side, so they're just going for half a lap of the track and they're still side by side.
No, just as they get around to Tamburello. Who is that? That is Manzano? Yeah, Manzano there. As Manentry was trying to take the line there on Schutt. Does not. He gets it now when they come through Villeneuve, but as they were hit Tamburello, it looked like that was Manzano. Just
Daniel Manzano in the P20 car. Yeah, he hit the grass coming into Tamburello 1, and he's now down the pecking order at the moment.
So that puts Manentry actually up a couple of places. Actually, Scott's gone. Where's Scott happened to Scott there? That bit of damage to the back of his car. Oh, he's got damage, and he's having to have a slowdown as well. So he's now down the order even more. He started this lap in P8. He's now P13 in that there. So not a good start for him at the moment there. That was looking strong, but once he lost that position, it was all there. How is the lead looking? Well, Blom has a 1.5 second lead to Fromont there. And Rosanna Hora is a second behind him. So looking, if he gets in the slipstream, looking to see if he can make a move here, the number 10.
By the way, it's great to hear the natural purr of the DBR9's engines again. I'm not gonna lie, it's an exhilarating sound, and then you hear the Corvette engine, the Vetti engine, just explode.
Oh, I can't hear you over the Corvette engine. What did you say?
It's exploding.
So there's there is a gaggle at the back, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So we've got Furtos in 9th. Half a second behind him is Overgaard. Half a second behind him is Reifmuller. And a second behind them was Schutt and Ferrier, respectively. But those two have fallen off a little bit. So now what was a 5-car gaggle is a three-car gaggle here. Overgaard coming around Villeneuve, shaking the toss, sending the back of that Corvette around the corners there. He had a pretty planted Chevy last week. Can he use that expertise to have a planted Chevy this week around these chicanes? It's going to be a tough go there, but he is making time on Furtos.
He started P13. He's gained 3 positions so far, and we ride on board with him Stefan Overgaard, who is a pilot with this thing. You know, back at Daytona, he was pushing extremely hard. He had that incident involving him and I think one of the fixed racing cars, the French team that you know, they came out in force at Daytona and they won well. That's another clip. They won well, but this man, Stefan Overgaard, is definitely no slouch. He will push the pedal to the metal, and he pushes it now to try and catch Gonzaik Furtos in the number 18 car.
Gets a good exit out of Rivazza there, doesn't he? He gained a lot of time there at Rivazza, just at the front while we keep an eye on this. Blom goes purple with a 39.5. That's a 10th of a second faster than Fromont, so is making a chance at a getaway there. Furtos goes wide at Tamburello there. This is going to open up Overgaard right now. Won't get a move into Villeneuve, but he can set himself up out of Villeneuve if he wants to spend it on the inside at Tosa. Just see how they take this. A little bit of extra braking there for Furtos. Overgaard keeps it safe. He will not have an ability. He will not have the chance to go inside at Tosa. But maybe as he heads up now to the straight up to Parata, he might have a go. The gap is now 0.4.
By the way, there was a 3 cars just about to go 3 wide coming into, I think that's Tosa corner. A Corvette, a Corvette, and an Audi. The car number 20 battling the car number 9 of Kevin Bellens, battling the car number 5 of Thomas Ferrier. As the car number 9 is sitting on the outside, the car number 9 being Kevin Bellens, so he's trying to save 2 positions at the moment. And there's another Audi, or I was supposed to say Audi, but a DBR9, the car number 30 of Russell Wheatley, looking to get into some action. He's like, I'm loving this. I want some more. And they go down towards Rivazza 1 and 2. It's starting to normalize out now. Car number 9 of Kevin Bellens making a breakaway against the car number 5 of Ferrier and Manzano. Car number 20. Car number 20 looking. He's looking on the inside and the outside line. He's now going side by side with Thomas Ferrier down the main start-finish line, down towards Tamburello 1. He will have the inside line as they go down into the corner, and he secures the position against Thomas Ferrier, so he can charge now and catch the rear end of Bellens before he gets out of slipstream range. And meanwhile, Thomas Ferrier has 3 other cars behind him. He needs to pick up the pace and prevent those 3 cars from essentially hounding him. He's lost a position. He knows that, so he needs to make sure that he doesn't lose anything more, because it's demoralizing when you do lose the position, especially when you're battling at a 30-minute race. You do not have a lot of time to make backup positions if you fall back down. He did start in 15th position. He's currently 14th at the moment. Oh no, he's 15th at the moment. Sorry. So he's back essentially where he started, but he needs to not lose anything more.
No, and it's not the right time as well. Just behind them as well, we've got Janos Modos trying to make a move up onto Leslie at the back, just behind them as well. All this bunching up has actually caused a lot of traffic to just go for battles at the moment. Quite a gap there, and they are not pulling away from each other, and if they are, it's just little bits. Little by little they pull away, and then they have to make an overtake, and it does not help them. Leslie holds off to charge at Modos there. May be able to make a move as they come up down the start-finish straight, but as well at the front, Manzano is now in the charge for Kevin Bellens here. He has made up 1 spot that lap. Can he make another spot up right now? They're going to come into Tamburello shortly. It's a 0.2 of a second gap there between the 2 of them. Comes down to Tamburello there. Looks pretty clean. Took a little bit more of the curb and the little rumbles packs there, this Manzano, and that actually may have cost him. He's out of slipstream. Ferrier cannot catch him behind, and again some more diving there. Take a different, almost like a shallower line there from Bellens. Does not help him. You would have thought it would have been a little bit faster. Did not help him. Takes a good amount of curb there at Tosa, and that stops him a bit. He almost had the backspin out there. Had to correct it. Keeps in it though, but still is unable to make the charge. So not exactly looking good here. Let's look back at these battles we had behind, and I am pretty sure that Modus had a move onto Leslie. Did not have a move as well. Ferrier still defending weakly and trying to catch on to Manzano at here. You just look at the front as well. There is a battle going on. We have missed. That's an Ahura taking P2 from Fromont there. So making the charge here as the number 10 there is now in P2. Can he catch on to Blom? With Blom setting another purple lap, a 130. Well, it was a 139.4 last time round. This time it's a 140 flat.
Ben Skyyork is in the pits. Sorry, I was wondering why my scoreboard was having a bit of a moment. It was having a bit of a moment, but it was having a good bit of a moment because iRacing decides that if you tick the pits, you get a lap added to you.
Yeah, no, that's always weird, isn't it? It's always weird when you see it. It's like, hang on 1 second, they should be red, not blue. What's going on? But there is a bit of a gaggle happening here at the back. Blom can just drive away. He is almost 5 seconds ahead of P2, which is Razanahora. And behind them we have Razanahora, Fromont, Walkup, Vernier and Ruse. And you've got second and third having a battle, and you've got fourth and fifth having a battle here. Where is Vernier? Vernier trying to push and attack Walkup. They'll come down to Aqua Minerale. Here they come through Aqua Minerale, then they'll come up to Variante Alta. Does get a better line out, Vernier. Is pushing in that fixed Aston Martin. I like that.
He got overtaken in the Tosa corner, by the way. He was battling with Warcup throughout that, and he got overtaken at that corner. So he's battling back now. He did start in 8th position, so he is 3 places up from where he was at the start of this race. So he's definitely making up some good time. But he needs to... Ooh, he loses it coming... Almost lost it coming into Rivazza 2. Going a bit sideways, but he does recover, but he's lost time now. So there's a big old shouty boy in the car of number 2, Andrew Roos, coming up behind him.
And a shouty boy in front, now he's got a shouty boy behind. Actually, the gap in front of him and the gap behind is almost the same, so he's in a very awkward Chevrolet sandwich. Now, just want to quickly go over the Fords. It's a very competitive race today. There's actually 3 seconds between the two of them, Ethan Bass and Derek Rolleveld, in that order. It's now about 5 seconds, but it's pretty quick at the moment. These two are actually having a good... No, honestly, I'm not joking. These two are having a proper battle. I'm not joking. Having a proper battle.
Oh, and as you just say that, he spins coming out of Rivazza 2. What have you done to him?
No! I wasn't even looking at Rolleveld. I was looking at Ethan.
Rolleveld spinning coming out of Rivazza 2. The gap will probably extend now to more than likely about 10 seconds. So, or it's now 14 seconds according to the top stopwatch. So I think we need to stop cursing these poor boys. We've done enough already.
Do you know what? I swear there is some voodoo on my system. Okay, there has to be some voodoo. Every time I looked at who was it who had that spin at the start. I can't remember. Had a spin at the start. Oh, that was Hop, wasn't it? That was Jeremy Hop. Was looking at him. He spins. Now I'm talking about the competitive Ford battle. One of them spins. I'm just bad luck. I should just stop.
By the way, Stefan Warkup doing a 1:45.14. Simon Vernier is 0.2 of a second faster behind him, so he's definitely got to pick up the pace. As I say that, I just cursed another driver, Simon Vernier, going wide into Tamburello 2, and still under threat from Andrew Roos from behind. He's closer to Andrew Roos and behind him than he is closer to Warcup in front of him. Vermont is trailing Jonathan by 2 seconds at the moment, who himself is trailing Blum by 3.5 seconds. Davin plays, by the way, saying... Sorry, Davin plays, by the way, saying the Fords have no luck. We're not helping this situation.
No, not you. I'm not helping this situation. That was me. That was all me. I think I'm just bad luck to the Fords. Little bit of a slide out there from Vernier coming out of Aqua Minerale. Is that Aqua Minerale? I think it was, yes, because they're now coming to Variante Alta. The gap is now 0.4. He's losing time as well, Vernier, to walk up there. He's now really going to be working on his defense. And as I say that, Roos looks like he had a slowdown or was just slow.
He has a slowdown.
Yeah, he had a slowdown. So again, another person I've cursed. Let's not curse anybody, okay?
You've also just cursed Warcup because he went wide coming out of Ravazza too, but he's still going.
Welcome to the Fanatec Cursed Championship.
By the way, Dan Muller, I think he started P10. He is now up into 9th position. Sorry, I'm a liar. He was in 6th position when he started this race. He's now down into P9, so he's lost a few positions, but he's now being hounded by Angelo Schutt. I think it was the same. I think Schutt had the incident, or one of the incidents anyway, because his front nose looks a bit bent in, a bit damaged on the right hand side as well. But he's definitely not lost any speed because they're going on the inside into Tosa. And Dan Muller has lost yet another position. He's now down into 10th position. So Angelo Schutt coming up into 9th position, number 7 car, overtaking Dan Muller coming into Tosa. Dan Muller going deep.
Dan goes wide.
Deep. Bit too deep, and he went wide coming into Piratella, down into Aqua Minerale. So he's on the back foot right now. So he needs to string a couple of good corners together. As you see, Stefan Overgaard in the blue Corvette looking behind, looking at a tasty meal that Dan Muller is right now in the Alpine Stars car. We just got a sub for the cursed commentary.
We got a sub for cursed commentary, did we? Brilliant.
Yeah, we did. So
wow.
So because we can clap our hands and say boy and make somebody spin. I appreciate it, Bracing. Right. Thank you very much.
Oh, there has been a move, and you know what? They've cursed himself before I've even said anything. Daniel Mazzano takes P12 from Sebastian Reitmuller, and then just as they were going around Ravazza 2, Mazzano almost goes off, so he's still there. The gap's about 0.4 between them, making a charge, but at the same time, Reitmuller 2 seconds slower that lap. So obviously there must have been a slowdown of some sort there. And again, some of these cars, they're not linking up. The first set chicane, Tamburello, not linking it up very well. It's some of them's going in too hard on the first part of the chicane. Some of them's just underdoing it. It's a very scrappy first corner here at Imola today, but the rest of it's pretty decent. As we see, Mazzano now is making a gap on
Sorry to cut across. We've had another retirement. David Hudson, rear-ending the car 34 at the chicane, and he pulls over the variant Alta, and he pulls over the car and he retires. He's gone.
Ow. Okay, so it's another. When did he start, David Hudson? He started. Well, he made one place up, so it's not too bad. Any battles at the front at the moment? Don't see anything. Vernier is still pushing Stephen Walkup, and Andrew Roos is right behind them. This is for 4th, 5th, and 6th as they come across the start-finish line, heading down into Tamburella. And we'll see. It looks like Vernier will have the advantage with the slipstream, trying to catch on here. Roos cannot make any advantage on that slipstream. Take some braking. Again, a little bit of sliding there from Walkup, not helping him here. Vernier Would he decide to make a move at Villeneuve? He decides, he's looking, lifts off a little bit, he touches! Vernier touches him, and it spins off. It spins off Walkup, tries to keep it going, and where is he now? He's kept himself straight. 2 seconds down now. Great recovery from Walkup there, that could have been dangerous.
I was just looking because, you know, you just see, look at it, he's so close to the wall as he gets pushed off. It's a bit too close for comfort, I think.
It's netcode. It's netcode.
Isn't, oh.
It was netcode.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Why do me dirty? But
and
now,
quite a bit of netcode as well.
Now that leaves Vernier versus Roos as they go side by side coming up to Variante Alta. Roos takes the...
No.
He took the position and then cut the course very harshly. So he will have a slowdown most definitely. And he's going to serve it... Question mark?
I think he's serving it. I think he's serving it with an early braking. Because look how Vernier's just caught onto him.
Yeah.
So I reckon he has served it.
Well, it's definitely more than like a second.
Well, yeah, you would have thought so, but then at the same time, he was also slow as he hit the exit. But Vernier does have the line here. Roos will take the inside. But can it come down into Tombarella? Can he hold on to us on the inside? Almost touching. Oh, he gets it on the outside. Vernier gets the move. Now he's going to defend from Roos. They're coming around the corner now. He does defend as they hit down into Villeneuve right now. What a move from Vernier to go on the outside of Tombarella to make that move against the Corvette.
Well, he's definitely served the... Oh, please don't blink and go. Please don't blink. Vernier blinking on the stream, but he's still there. He's still driving. Anton Roos will now have to try again. If he can make it stick coming into Variante Alta, I'd say he might be able to take the position, but as of right now, because he cut it, he basically wasn't able to, you know, make do with the big old shouty boy that the Corvette has, the car number 2. So he'll have to... Does he make a move this time around? I don't think he does. I think he's playing it safe this time around. As you can see, the car of Vernier is sliding a little bit when it's under braking coming into Variante Alta, charging down towards Ravaza 1 and 2. I think this will be the battle that will be the most exciting, because it's two drivers basically at the same level as each other at the moment in two completely different cars and two completely different setups, and they are having a melee right now.
A great melee. Here comes Roos. He wants some more. They're going to hit to Tombarella right here, coming down. Now Vernier will go to the inside. Roos will have to go around the outside, and he doesn't even need to do it because he gets to the corner first. Almost makes contact with Vernier. Does not. Now it's Vernier having to do the exact thing that he was just defending last lap. Roos goes to the inside as they hit into Villeneuve. I don't think you can go on the outside of Villeneuve here, and no, he has to hold off. Now, he's got slow, he's hit! He was not aware of Roos being that slow. Roos just had to check up a little bit there, and he hit Roos, and that's absolutely accidental there. Could not help that, was not aware of a slow Corvette there. This brings Walkup in. He's been licking his lips for the last 3 laps at these two fighting, and he's got rid of one. Now he's on the warpath for another one.
I think that's a lot of damage on that car. He did hit the tire ones. I don't think there's too much damage, but that's definitely... I think that's more on Vernier than anything else. But we'll check the cameras. I would say he hit that second vet.
Well, it's a weird one. Because Roos was going to overshoot the corner. He was fighting that hard, was going to overshoot the corner, so he slowed down. There was no braking. It was just a foot off the accelerator just to get the car right there. So Vernier didn't really have much knowledge of what was going to happen there. So got to look at it both sides. I don't really want to take a side on that, I'm afraid, and I won't do because I'm a commentator. But
oh, the BBC.
no, the BBC will take both sides. gonna have to show impartiality.
While we're taking sides on this battle of ours, let's go ahead and head over to this man, Angela Schutt, in the VEC Racing number 7. Sorry, that's not the VEC Racing number 7. It is the what is that? The ERT? I think that says ERT on the front of the car. I think it also says Eries on the sides of the car. If somebody from that team can explain to me what that means, I would be happy to know. Or I'll be happy to hear the explanation. But he is currently battling Gonzague Furtos, number 7 or the number 18, VEC Racing. Hopefully VEC don't take my kneecaps. Please don't take my kneecaps. With the ERT car going around nice and handily, no problems at all at the moment between the two of them. He does have damage on the front end, but it seems to not be slowing him down. He's gained 2 positions so far overall in this race. He's making it. He's probably going to make it a 3rd if he can keep his car on the tarmac. Definitely a lot. I think he's a bit flatter than the VEC car. The VEC car looks a little bit more lively compared to the ERT car. All I can hear in the back.
It is ERT.
It is ERT. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out what the team name was from the stickers on the car, and all I can see is Eries.
Oh yeah, on the windscreen, yeah, Eries. So I was looking at that as well. Also, he's got damage at the back of his car. A small push in there, which has damaged the splitter, but still doing well. It's a track that doesn't rely on high speed, so looking pretty good. But then again, a splitter's mainly just for downforce, so he would be suffering there. The gap right now, while we look at this, we'll look at another battle here. 4th, 5th, and 6th, we've got another three-way battle here. Vernier, half a second ahead of Walkup. Walkup, half a second in front of Fabian Menentri. So
there's a GT2. Sorry, Angelo Schutt and Gonzague Furtos had to go buy a GT2. I think that is the GT2 of Derek Rodovelli as he goes onto the outside line. Angelo Schutt loses a position and Angelo Schutt gains a position. Sorry, Gonzague Furtos is gone wide coming out of a variant Alto, and now he is under threat from Dan Muller. Dan Muller in the Alpine, I think, what is that? The Alpine Stars? What is it?
Alpine Stars.
Yeah. I keep thinking it's like the Alpine course or whatever. Like, I keep thinking it's like a snow course. Or the sponsorship is a snow course. But he is now under threat from Dan Muller, the Alpine Stars car. And you can see now just the rate at which Dan's catching the VEC car. It's at a rate of knots. The shouty box of the Corvette engine is not to be trifled with.
V8 goes broom. That's what it is in the Corvette, but great closing speed once he's in the slipstream. Muller is also under the fence there. Behind him is Stefan Overgaard. So 2 Chevys, really they should be working together to try and catch up onto this Aston Martin. But Muller unable to make inroads now on Furtos now that he's hit the chicane. So the old adage of American cars can't turn hors is a bit there, but it is now catching on the straights. Got a really fast car, Muller, it looks like, just a little struggling there on the corners. The gap now, half a second between Furtos and Muller, half a second between Muller and Overgaard. So this is looking pretty good. They come down trying to catch on to Schutt in front of them. Meanwhile, we look at the battle between Vernier, Walkup and Menentri. Still a second between the 3 of them as well. So there's 2 3-car battles we're looking at here. One for 4th, 5th and 6th. And the other one for, I believe that's 8th, 7th, 8th and 9th. No, 8th, 9th and 10th, sorry.
Vernier successfully defending himself going into Rivazza 1 and 2. Stefan Warko definitely looking like he wants to pass, and the lead car of Ethan Bass is about to get overtaken by these guys. Will he get overtaken by all of them? I think he'll get overtaken by at least car in 5th and 6th position as the car of Stefan Orkup goes on the outside, does not complete the move, but he is just threatening the position as he now is defending himself from Fabian Mimiter of VEC. And as they go through Villeneuve...
Oh no! That's the wheel gone! Walkup's got a wheel gone!
No.
The wheel is flopping! No?
No, just iRacing.
Seriously?
Yeah, it got reattached.
That's just wrong.
You can see, well, you can't see on the replay, but he gets hit pretty badly. Hang on, let me try and see if I can get a side on of his car. You can see as he's coming past the Tamburello 3, coming along the outside, going side by side with the VEC car, and you can see the wheel wobble. Pop! It comes back alive.
I mean, that's just like the way the flash comes in afterwards. It is almost like if you flash, you get an instant repair. That's just crazy. They
learned that from The Simpsons. All you need is a wrench. Any gamers know what I'm talking about? Am I right?
I mean, it comes to the old adage from anime: a band-aid heals anything. He just basically slapped a band-aid on. But I'll tell you who doesn't need a band-aid. Manentry looks to make him move into Tombarella, does not, and lifts off very early. Okay, very early before getting down to Tombarella to stop Vernier.
I think the race is over, by the way.
All the time, yeah.
The race is over. We were so enthralled. We did the same thing we've done again, and the race is over.
Well,
I think oh, the boys are lining up. I want the VAC. Oh, as the car goes off in the background. I want what's that Corvette doing? He's lost the mirror. I want the VEC boys lining up. Come on, VEC boys, line up. Up.
Oh.
While they do that and get some nice, I'm gonna get some nice camera shots of them lining up. As they do that, let's go ahead and have the race results that we clearly forgot it was the end of the race.
Yeah, we've done it again. It's because we're not used to 30 minutes. We apologise. So much action going on. So the winners, Merrick Blom, takes the win there with a pretty straightforward win for him. Never lost any disadvantage at the lead. Jonathan Razanohora fought 2 places up to take a very good P2 there. Anthony Fromont started 3rd, finished 3rd. Simon Vernier had that little touch with a couple laps to go, but takes a P4 with Fabian Manentry behind him, almost catching him in P5. Stefan Walkup had a magic car and takes P6, and Angelo Schutt takes P7. Furtos takes P8. Stefan Overgaard takes P9. Andrew Ruse takes 10. Muller 11th. Mazzano takes 12th. Kevin Bellens 13th. Thomas Ferrier 14th. Janos Modos 15th.
Going down the pecking order, Wright Muller in 16th position, Leslie in 17th, Wheatley in 18th, Godefroy in 19th, Biask in 20th. How many feet? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of these, 9 of these guys. They take up half the field. They at least guaranteed a good result. Anyways, Mod is in 21st position. Godoski in 22nd, down into 23rd. Then is Garbin. 24th is Hayes. The second, Tamasunas is in the 26th car, but he finishes 25th. And the 33 car is Ijalian with 26th place. And then rounding off the GT1s that were on the lead lap, it is Lofton in 27th place. Baeo was lapped in 28th place.
And we'll do it because there was some action and then there was a spin. The Fords, Ethan Bass takes a challenging, a very big challenge. He fought off the charge there. Ethan Bass takes the pole and takes the win. Derek Rolleveld, he fought, he overtook. Oh, I tell you what, I wish we could have shown it. There were so many position changes in the GT1 field. You would not believe it. Almost every corner. Derek Rolleveld takes P2. I hope I hyped it up very well.
Why do you have to be so sarcastic? Why?
Sorry. Look, I know the Ford is not a very popular car, but come on, guys. We know it's a GT challenge. There are more than the GT1s. Come on, let's see some more Fords, guys. We need to see some more Fords.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 8 VEC cars going around right now. I feel uncomfortable with the amount of VEC cars. There's too many of them. Look at them. Look at them.
Well, I mean, the thing is as well is I was going to give my driver of the day to one of those cars because Jonathan Razanahora really earned that P2, to be fair. Having to battle off a couple cars there really earned that P2, so he gets my driver of the day because not just because he's best of the rest, because Blom was just ahead of everybody. He just really had to earn those two. It's not easy to do overtaking around here. So a couple other cars gained 4 places in the race as well. Vernier, Manentry, Fuertos, and Overgaard, they all gained 4 places, but Razanahora having to fight to get 2 places at the start there to get to P2. My driver of the day.
Well, you'll be my driver of the day then if you're happy with that. Of course, the VEC gang lining up for a parade lap around the track. If that's a thing they do, it's very nice. Got some very good shots. I mean, look at this. You can put this up on Instagram. Don't forget we're on Instagram, already on TV and on Instagram. Shameless plugging, but looking fly, looking absolutely fly as they come. I think this is Ravazza 1 and 2, and you can just see. Look at the amount of cars there are. Look at the amount of VEC cars there. Anyways, Craig, we've had our driver of the day. What follows?
What follows is to say, hi guys, I'm a YouTube shield. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell on YouTube. Also, if you're on Twitch, feel free to hit the follow button. We will be on both platforms as per usual. If you do like us, check out our website, and also check out our social media. We will be back Wednesday night for, I believe we are back for the 60 minutes of the RSR World Series. I believe they're at the Glen, Watkins Glen. So join us Wednesday if you like more action.
I appreciate the sentiment. And you also said it in better words than I could anyway. That's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday evenings. And join us again on Wednesday night for RSRWS. Until then, guys, do take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend.